think this will be my last update on the 56 Ford Fairlane. The car is coming along quite nicely, and well, all that is needed basically by now is the fine detail painting, like the speedo on the dash and the emblems, and fine detail like for example here on the engine. On my last video it was glued to a couple of popsicle sticks. Now I have it out and I painted the transmission, and it's still missing the black paint on the starter, on the oil filter here, the detail painting on the fuel pump, and the little black cap here on the oil filler tube of this Ford Y-block V8. Also the crankcase ventilation here needs to be painted black. The rear end is all painted with the differential carrier on the usual tone of rust. That's actually a paint Ford used on those parts. And the rest of the part is black, semi-gloss black. Let's see if the camera will focus. Yeah, you can see here. I had to, when I was test fitting, I discovered I would have to make some cleaning here inside of the brake drum so the wheels would turn freely, and I did so with my Dremel. So that's why I always say to you guys, it's very important to do the dry fitting. Here you can see the drive shaft, the two little parts of the exhaust that will connect the exhaust manifolds to the exhaust tubes on the frame, and they are already painted steel. I have here the engine fan, but I think the most important here is the detail paint that is completed on the frame and chassis. I brush painted the frame completely, detail painted it, and painted the front suspension all with my brush. Like you can see here, it was brush painted black, and I used Model Master gloss black to do that. After I did that, I gave the entire thing a coat of semi-gloss primer. Sorry guys. I gave the entire thing a coat of semi-gloss clear to give the frame the semi-gloss feeling I am used to see on the underside of Ford products. And after that, I used the testers enamel paint, flat steel, to brush paint the dual exhaust system that is actually molded to the floor pan. I will also try to do some more detailing here on the parking brake system. Try to paint some more detail. And for last, I did this little overspray here with the airbrush. Sorry guys, I did the overspray before painting here the exhaust. I did this overspray here with the same black paint I used on the body. Here those little stripes on the fuel tank were painted before painting the steel here, the steel tone here on the tank, and they are very good 3D detail, and they are very easy to just not to paint them silver or steel, depending on what you're thinking about doing. Like I already showed you, the front suspension is fully posable. I just did one thing to the frame to improve it a little, and it was unintentional. I did that because I lost one of the coils. Yeah, I managed to lose one of the coil springs that the kit came with. So I put the shock absorber here on the middle. I had to scratch build the shock absorber from a piece of tree, and I used a couple of little springs from a pen to kind of simulate the coil spring. I don't know if it will show on the video, because I promise you guys I'm gonna buy another camera. This one is, I'm done with it. I'll have to buy another. Yeah, there you can see the little spring. Not perfect, far from perfect, but it will have to do. Here you have the interior. I applied the foil here on the crank, here on the little Ford crest, and here also the same way this side. The door panels, they have a chrome trim, just a little detail, and I foiled it along with the two cranks. I think this door panel is very simple, but the 3D detail and the overall appearance of the part is very cool, especially when you consider the age of this kit. Also, and this is very nice, I foiled the Fairlane body. It's completely foiled, and well, from here to completely built and assembled, I think I'll take another day or two, maybe more. I don't know if I will finish this little Ford tomorrow or not. Probably yes, because when the car gets to this stage, we really can't hold ourselves from finishing it, can we? Well, guys, so this is the Ford Fairlane Victoria update number 7, and I think the final update before I doing the last one, where I plan to show the built model, and I am really thinking about how I'm going to show this finished product. I know my camera is not exactly that great for showing models, especially with artificial light here that I'm using, and I'm really thinking about doing a video that is only a slideshow of pictures taken outside of the completed model. If you take a look on my videos, please look for the video on the 1964 Fairlane, on the 1964 Starliner, the Galaxy Starliner, the black one, not the blue, the black one. And it's kind of divided in two parts. On the first part, I talk about the model and show the finished model for you guys on my hands here talking. And on the second part, I show the model on a slideshow of pictures, and I think that will show the model, at least this one, a lot better than just here handling it. So I would like to hear your opinion on this final video with the 56 Ford completed. What would you think is best? A slideshow with pictures, or just showing the model like I'm doing here with the parts? Let me know in the comments, alright? Thanks again for watching, and have a nice week.